877-381-3811. We have a mystery caller. Sean Hannity, how are you, buddy?
Thank you. God bless us. How are you? By the way, happy Thanksgiving. I know you weren't feeling good. Hope you're feeling better. And can I just say one thing to can I say one thing to the Levinites?
Yes.
The great Mark Levin audience out there for a second.
You don't need to praise me.
No, but, let's be honest here. For years, I had to kind of talk you into radio a little bit.
Yes.
Right. It took a while, but look at how massive you've become. And then I'm
a little overweight. That's true.
Very handsome.
Yes.
But then for years, I would say, now call Mark's show and tell him to come on my TV show.
Right.
And I don't want to do it. I have to put on that makeup and all. Who needs that? And now look at your show. It's the #1 show in cable news, in your hour, killing it every week. You've redefined a format that I find fascinatingly interesting. I had the pleasure of being a guest once. Now you have a hit breakout show on Fox News. I couldn't be prouder of you, but to get you to do stuff is like pulling.
But you know what's interesting? When I did the first 2 shows on Fox on Sunday, Media Matters and these others said it's boring, it's this, because they're stupid. They're stupid people. But I wanted to ask you a few things. Number one, by the way, who are your guests tonight?
Oh, we got a great show tonight. I actually have Roger Stone, Jerome Corsi.
Whoa.
Then we're going to analyze the legality. I've got a tape I'm going to play tonight, Mark. I'm sure you probably played it, of Adam Schiff. And you know what Adam Schiff is on the phone doing? He thinks he's talking to a Russian. And he thinks the Russian, he's asking about all the dirt.
Wait a minute, I have not played this. I have not heard about this.
Yeah, so it's actually a Russian hoaxer. And they call him, and with an accent, oh, yeah, we have all this dirt on Donald Trump. We have all of this. Really, really, tell me more. Because what's happening here is, number one, we have evidence of Russian collusion. And it happens to be a Hillary Clinton bought and paid for, funneled money to a law firm, hiring a op research firm, hiring a foreign national, Russian lies that were disseminated to the American people, that was never verified, never corroborated, and even the author of such dossier, Christopher Steele, in an interrogatory in Great Britain said, I don't know if any of this is true. It's 50-50. It's raw intelligence. I have no idea.
Has CNN or MSNBC reported on any of this?
No. And that same dossier then gets used, never verified, because it's a lie, never corroborated. They don't tell the FISA court on 4 separate occasions as they're seeking a warrant against the Trump campaign associate, Carter Page. They hand the court a fraudulent document. They don't tell who paid for the document purposefully. And then it's used to lie to the American people to get votes for Hillary in 2016. And then it's used afterwards to bludgeon Donald Trump as they have this circular reporting so that they can get the appointment of...
Listen, I think 50, 100 years from now, when people look back on this, they're going to view this as really absolutely outrageous. And let me ask you this. I'm talking about real historians. I am really actually excited about your having Corsi and Stone on.
Corsi and Roger Stone on tonight. I'm going to lay out... The problem, Mark, is this. And just put aside for a minute, and then we'll put on Greg Jarrett and Andrew McCarthy. Both friends of yours. And
well, you got a hell of a lineup there, brother. I'm jealous.
No, thank you. Listen, I try to do the best show I can every night.
Yes, you do.
We all work hard. But here's the important part, is that both Paul Manafort and Jerome Corsi, whether you like and agree with what their politics is it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Both these men sat and were pressured to say things that they know are not true that would greatly have benefited them and any legal jeopardy that Mueller wanted to put them in. Both said no. Corsi said, no, I'm not going to lie, which means, Mark, in reality, He's 70, I think, 1 year old.
Mm-hmm.
He might die in jail. This could be the end of it for him.
And for what, for God's sakes?
For
because
what?
he couldn't remember an email that meant nothing?
Do you remember the email you sent me 2 years ago? It's ridiculous. Nobody remembers that.
Don't tell anybody about that email.
Yeah. But here's the point. Now, let's say, so all the email says is, hey, I hear rumor that that WikiLeaks and Assange may have something on Hillary. You may want to contact them. Now, tell me where the crime is there. Where is the law broken?
There's no crime.
If they conspired to steal somebody's email,
it's a false statements trap. That's what it is. It's another one of these perjury traps, false statement trap. It's BS.
Mark, and I got to tell you something. You know, you wrote in one of your books, I think it was Liberty and Tyranny, that we live in a post-constitutional America.
Yes.
This shreds the Constitution. Because if we're not going to have equal justice under the law, equal application of our laws, if we're not going to apply the same statutes and standards to Adam Schiff and Hillary Clinton, and we're going to have rogue people at the top levels of the FBI, and I love the FBI. You know, I love law enforcement. I'm not talking about rank and file. And the Justice Department literally doing everything they can do to take down this president. This is about destroying Donald Trump. They hate him. They hate you and me and Rush and others. They hate anybody and everybody that voted for this president. And for 2 long years now, they have done their level best to not only delegitimize him, now they're trying to criminalize something when nobody stole anything or conspired to steal anything that was Russian-related. But we do have one other candidate that paid for Russian lies to influence the election.
Yeah, but none of that's under investigation.
Nope. Listen, you want to know the truth? Mm-hmm. I think we're losing the country.
No, I agree.
Right before our eyes. Right before our very eyes.
Sean, let me tell you what I opened tonight with a monologue. Really, I've just been thinking about this. And I said, if the president decides he doesn't want to run for re-election, he should pardon every one of these people. He should say, go ahead, Congress, do your will. I'm going to fight you. He should say, I'm doing this because we have a rogue prosecutor who was appointed unconstitutionally, whether the courts think so or not. I must defend the office of the presidency. I must defend the people who voted for me in 2016. I've been placed in a position where I have no other choice. The pardon power is a constitutional power, and I'm going to use it to uphold the Constitution. Power. That's right. And while people may not understand it today, the fact of the matter is, Sean, there is no distance between the Democrats and the media. No distance between the Democrats and Mueller. No distance between the media and Mueller. This has been a coup. This has been an attempt to destroy this president because they didn't want him in the first place. Look, they didn't think he'd win. They thought this was a joke, and he won, and they want to remove him. That's the bottom line. This is all political.
Well, but Mark, it goes deeper than that too, because they also said, well, just like if you're 40 and you buy a life insurance policy, just in case, they had an insurance policy, and they had a media leak strategy, and they had circular reporting. Literally one source, the phony dossier, Clinton paid for, shoveled to their left-wing friends in the media. They would report it and say, oh, wow, see, we need a special counsel. There really was something to this Russia thing. Look at all these sources. It was one source from the very beginning.
I want to tell you.
I got to add one other thing.
Go ahead.
Because we can't forget the beginnings of this. Hillary Clinton had in a mom and pop shop bathroom closet server that we believe was hacked by at least 6 foreign intel agencies. She had top secret, classified, special access programming, by the way, marked, which is a violation of the Espionage Act. And, of course, we know how she obstructed justice by deleting the emails, acid washing the hard drive with bleach bit, busting up devices. And the fix was in because they were writing her exoneration in early May of 2016. They never interviewed her. They never interviewed 17 other people. 2 days after they interview her, they exonerate her. You would be in jail. I would be in jail. And every Levinite that loves the Mark Levin radio show and Life, Liberty, and Levin on Fox, they would be in jail.
Yeah, and meanwhile, they're going after Jerome Corsi. Let me just tell you this, and I want to say this in front of my audience. Much of what we know, we wouldn't know but for you. But
That's
listen to me, but for your show, but for the people you've brought in, you've had enormous courage. You've come under attack by various media outlets that go into your financial investments, which are perfectly fine. They go after you personally. They try and destroy you, and you've had to put up with an enormous amount. And you've been on top of this day in and day out, because I know you like a brother. You care about this republic. Your show isn't just a show. It's substantive. And I'm going to tell you, with Stone and Corsi on tonight, that's big news. I'm going to be watching. I look very much forward to it.
Well, listen, it's not just me. Listen, we have a team that we use. You do your important role every day. I will tell you, the foundational constitutional knowledge that you impart every day to your audiences on both radio and TV is crucial, because you go back not only to our founders and our framers, but also the philosophers that inspired them, that created this great republic. And yet we've come so far from where they were to this. This is by far the biggest abuse of power,
Absolutely.
Corruption scandal. It makes Watergate look like, urinating in the park.
Yes.
Seriously. It is that dramatically different. And if they get away with it, Mark, I don't even know what becomes of us.
I don't know, because that means the FBI at the senior levels got away with it, the intelligence agencies got away with it, the FISA judges got away with it, the Democrat Party got it's big trouble. All right, big guy. So 9 p.m. Eastern,
brother. Feel better.
Fox News, we're going to be watching you. I can't wait to watch it. All right, God bless you. Take care. He is a great guy. He's a dear friend, too. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed by all my friends, all 4 of them. No, I have more. I'm just saying. I'll be right back.